Tactics and better shock are nice, but it's 10 years away. No need for that. That's right, we don't get the Highlander units unless we are the defender in such a war. Throw them an embargo, see if it makes them more inclined to attack us. England is just too strong for it. Don't you do that to me. You know what goading does to me. Makes me do silly things. May as well throw down one more claim, it couldn't hurt. Unless we get caught, then it would hurt a few things. The Darien disaster. Now that was not Scotland's finest moment historically. Well, it'd be nice if England invested a whole bunch of troops down here in France again. But that isn't likely to happen for me. We shall bide our time. After all we need to do is destroy our threat in England, then contain France. Do it in one shot. Good, we got those relations up as high as we need with you. Jake, how come you're not out celebrating the Walpurgis Day, Valborg? Isn't that tomorrow? I don't know. Why go out when you can sit indoors and play video games? Reality is overrated. True that. Alright, all this sitting around is bad for my heart. Portugal are not a threat, but I would just far rather have them tuning into my ideas than wrecking everything over my desire to destroy England. And why, oh why, is England not allied Denmark? Denmark have 4 relations, maybe they're too hesitant to go over that. And I'll swiftly drop to 3 once they integrate Holstein, which will not take long. Still only disloyal. Plop up a bit more aggressive expansion, but the aggressive expansion is just melting away because Scotland is a good guy. Jake, if England has the biggest navy, how will any of your allies ever help you win a war versus England? That and no allies, how do you beat England? Well, England's navy only consists of 10 heavies. If Portugal and Castile were to join me, then that wouldn't be an issue. So really, I just need to goad England into attacking me. Goad him, huh? Yeah, I could dismiss part of my army, but that could backfire in that other nations might just break their alliance with me because they see me as incredibly weak. Well, we've almost done this. We can consider further movements. Yeah, that would create an allied with rival problem. That's not really helping me in this regard. Curse all that trust they have. Portugal wouldn't join in if I could drag Portugal into another war. But really, their only other enemy is Tunis. Then I wouldn't break my Portuguese alliance. I would just half break my country through this reckless maneuver. Portugal still wouldn't join in this. Oh, Switzerland now? You're getting desperate for friends, but that might draw you into wars that aren't going to go too well for you, especially when Austria start coming for Switzerland. Seems that Milan wants a piece of that as well. Poor Scotland, that wiki article is heartbreaking. Yes, so many died. Oh, and I'm taking my lessons about losing tons of stability. Not stability, legitimacy. May as well keep ourselves happy at +1. It's only admin. No point beelining for ideas. Tech can wait. Alright, what is England doing? Why are they getting rid of units? Surely they're not in debt. They couldn't be. But their manpower is still really suffering. Maybe they're just still reinforcing. Tell me a bit about yourself, England. Very little in the treasury, but making tons of money. No loans. It's a mystery. Well, maybe I could storm down there and wreck that 7 stacks super fast. Actually, they have too many cavalry there. They would drop like a stone. The trouble is, he just has so many other troops. Would be foolish. Jake invade France now. You know, France could have taken a lot more than they did. But of course they won't have a coalition against them because they drink minus AE wine every morning. Come on, England, you know you want to attack me. So tempting knowing that I could run in and destroy that stack. Well, if I get 6 and he gets 4, I will strongly reconsider. But that'll take 8 years of him not teching up. Right, Austria going at it with Ulm, but that won't help because Switzerland's not involved there. Jake, English regency. At least they only have a 2 in military. Should slow that down, but I don't want Elizabeth Lancaster doing too great. Jake, even if you were to bring in Portugal and Castile, I doubt the AI would be smart enough with their navy. They potentially would not be smart enough. One-on-one, the good money is on England's navy. And yeah, they may not be clever enough. Okay, kind of wasting away with my diplomats here. How long until I can annex you? No time at all. Which means I need to get you up fairly quickly. I can return those 25 ducats I took from you a while back. That and marry you. That should be okay. Jake, has England had the Lollards? Yeah, the Lollards have popped up for England. They did so incredibly early. But we didn't take advantage of it because things didn't look quite so good for us doing that. Get both of these suckers integrated, which will severely reduce my diplomatic reputation, making it even harder to draw allies into my war. But what they? They're gonna come for me, right? Just as soon as Elizabeth comes of age. Jake, trust the AI. England would go and invade Castile. It is good to know, though, that Castile would join on my side. Getting Portugal and Castile at odds with each other would certainly help. No problem. I just got to beat him to Tech 6. And then we'll just destroy England. No need for outside support. Cannot took maritime. Good job. Send 2 infantry to Castile. Are you suggesting that I take this land for myself? I'm not saying that's a bad idea. But I'm also not saying it's the greatest idea. Royal marriage offer from Munster, huh? Yeah, we're already too buddy-buddy. My men are super important to me, but I think it would be prudent to send one down there. Jake, your speed 4 is faster than my speed 5. Oh, well, that just gave me a considerably stronger Castilian force to throw against England. Thank you, Castile. Thank you, Aragon. Well, estimates say that I should have it by 67. I reckon we'll get it a little before then. We'll go and destroy England. But yeah, I do want to ship one man down over to Castile. Jake, isn't your homeland Scotland a textbook example of when to use Bane strats? Merc up, mate. Bane strats involve loans, and I hate taking loans. I do not take loans. Unless I have a specific strategy that involves taking loans. Like a super special strategy that involves taking loans. Where can I shove troops that are definitely not going to get a revolt on them? Syria sounds reasonable. Capitals sometimes have. I'll throw them onto La Mancha. Tell my Scottish soldiers to bring a pickaxe each. We've hit the manpower cap, so an extra unit wouldn't go amiss. You folks get back to spying on the English, and we'll also give Castile military access. Should also help with our relations a touch. Ah. How lovely, they want it as well. Plus we can help Castile out with this little battle. If they ever want to actually, you know, engage in it. Which they don't. Alright, yeah, you go for it. Lazy Spaniards. Alright, well, he's engaged some men. I'm not about to suicide my stack into that, but there we go. 100% Scottish strats. We're just going to stand there and look pretty. Yeah. Oh, and we get a little bonus. Guess I don't get a little bonus. Oh well, what you gonna do? Let's get back to considering England. Just staring them down for a little longer. Grr. I want that Tech 6 first. Don't forget to cancel English military access. There's no need. I keep that as a little, it's like a little extra notification for me. So England went administrative. Interesting. Alright, integrating my vassals. I can start with Munster already, which is a funny thing. Since Munster will take twice as long to integrate, we can afford to leave it for a little while. I hope that hit to my diplomatic power isn't going to hurt too badly. Basically, when they are 50%, I can start with cannot. Since cannot be 20. Jake, how's the PC? You tell me. It's been streaming for 1 hour 13. No issues. Scots bore witness to the battle. Emphasis on bore. Makes me kind of wonder if it was worth this. I should have maybe just taken the land for myself. But I can reduce autonomy on them straight away, maybe get something out of them. It'll keep them in line with the rest. We showed them the Highland Charge. Is England subsidising Cologne, Jake? Something between England and Cologne? I don't even see the Cologne flag. So no. Alright, we're at 50% with you, which means we'll bring our diplomat home and we shall begin the annexation with you as well. It's a very important early strat to try and get your vassals integrated at exactly the same time, or at best within a 3 to 6 month or up to 6 months within each other's range. Otherwise, you're going to find yourself at 0 dip power or 0 integration speed for quite a while. Good, Castile have gone friendly, probably because I helped them out so much, teaching them how to Highlandly charge their Andalusian rebels. Now, where'd the rest of their troops go? Alright, spread out quite nicely. Another thing to pay attention to is... good. Aragon is loyal, which means they will contribute to the war effort. Get our troops together. We are again at the manpower cap. It's more bang for buck to enjoy some cavalry. Although we are going to be running on deficit, probably. Well, there's no point in paying our troops ata, as we say. So we'll leave that be. Come on, England. You just stay nice and cozy on Tech 4 with a regency. And nobody gets hurt. Especially not me. Jake, will that reduced dip rep affect your allies' willingness to join wars? Yes. Hopefully not to the extent that they cannot, and also hopefully we can offset it with Kirchhum, if need be. So this is what I mean. This integration is a slow process, gives -3 dip rep for 10 years, but it doesn't stack. And we've already integrated both, and why did I recruit those units when I got free units? What a fool. Now we're way over force limit and it's hurting our shekels quite heavily. But, you know, maybe that's what we need. Conversely, maybe that's what we don't need. Go home. Three cavalry isn't quite enough. I'll probably recruit one more just before the times for that come. Reduce autonomy. Enjoy a slightly better force limit. Everybody wins. And we take our troops way off of Ireland. We also have a PU on Naples, Jake. Well, isn't that just dandy? It'll be easier than I thought. And even more troubles for England. Of course, their recent revolts will have been fading away, so if those lollards want to keep rising up, now is the time. Maybe not as much as I want them to. But that is fine. Yeah, diplomatic reputation is a -10 to calling people in. I just have to hope that Portugal and Castile don't mosey off down to Morocco together again, since that would cause me issues. Though, the English seem to be struggling with their lollards quite badly. Oh no, no, I wouldn't call that struggling. 37,000 men to their name. Yeesh. It's almost frightening. What's also frightening is how much they're struggling with those lollards. Jake, can't you declare a token war in Switzerland to get Portugal in? Yeah, Portugal aren't that chuffed about that. Plus the whole Austrian involvement. Now Austria might be useful against France later on, so I should keep them close. Always, always spare no expenses. Unless it gives you diplo power that you really don't need. I think our statesman just died. Lucky us, we got a new one. He's expensive, but if we desperately need him, I can shell out the dosh. Also, you're a bit worthless there. Such a quiet and easy campaign. Sitting around making money. Trying our best to out-tech the English. Will be rather interesting. I reckon even if I had Tech 6 though, they would probably destroy me. I mean, sheer numbers. They count for a lot. And they're lucky, and they have half decent prestige. Still, I would get 30 army tradition. I wonder how theirs are. Is there an easy way I can check? No. Not unless I could see their morale, which I cannot. I should have checked it on that battle, but I forgot. You know, I never take the national epic. And I'm going to this time. The reason being is that a bit of extra prestige could go a long way. Yeah, half-decent general would also go a long way, you're correct about that. Now, John Stewart, you were never the brightest in the bunch. And you don't make a particularly good general, that's sad. I don't want to keep rolling generals when I'm going to be wanting to squeeze every bit of Miltech I can. Admin points, I see them. I see them. One of the beautiful things is he'll be low on manpower, so England reinforcing their units after I beat them in the battle won't be too hard, whereas me, I've got a pretty full tank of it. Still, he has so many troops, it's disgusting. I just have to hope that the Aragonese and Castilian navies can trounce both the Portuguese and the English. That's a big ask, but I might have a plan for that. Actually, I think I have a pretty good plan for that. Jake, why do you have boats surrounding England? It's so that I can keep my eyes on the English army. And if England declare war on me, which they can't, but let's say I was suddenly at war with England, I just delete this boat and then make the rest go home, because this is where the English navy is. Their trade fleet is humming around the place, but there's little I can do about that. I'd go so far as to say this is one of the most exciting campaigns I've ever fought, but there we go, in 1 year I'll have the military technology to hit Tech 6. They are still at Tech 4. Long may they continue to be at Tech 4. So I should start considering where we go from here. Now, cavalry means so much in the early game. It's certainly worth me investing in quite a bit of it. But I'm also probably going to want a few mercs, since they will not be chewing into my manpower. I could either get 1 or 3 more cavalry. 3 just seems like such a nice number. It's okay, boys, I know we're practically 10 peasants and some drinking mates, but we've got a full tank of manpower going here. Jake, inspiring leader. Jake, if you haven't taken any ideas yet, take humanism. Nah. Although you are right, I haven't taken any. I haven't even unlocked the ideas for it yet. Let's go for it. What'll our first idea be? That's a tough one, to be honest. Pretty tough one. But I think we're going to have to go. I don't know, you tell me. Gonna use the old trick. Just before you finish recruiting your units, stick army maintenance to maximum. You'll get slightly more morale out of them than if you did not have them on maximum. So this will get you back down and have you in Lothian. Good. Oh, bomber, the English hit Tech 5. And not the end of the world, Tech 6 is still a significant advantage over 5, but not as significant as it could have been. And the English could trounce us with a superior general. Perhaps I should start paying my troops and considering going to war. It would have to be really quick and really brutal against the English, though. Yeah, really brutal. With only the Castilians helping us out. Well, Castilian, Aragonese, etc., but still. Let's consider the numbers here. 10 heavies. 8 heavies. 9 galleys, you'd be able to scuttle the Portuguese quite easily. Oh yeah, your combined fleets would massacre them. It's whether or not you would come and help out with the English I'm not so sure about. Well, it could all go Pete Tong from here, but we may as well give it a go. Don't want to loan up at all, so we'll see what we can do with what we have. Our income will also take a bit of a hammering because we're going to be shoving away all of our trade fleet. But our trade fleet can also pirate and stay in port. I wonder if they fixed that. I can't remember. Oh, good point. If we don't have one picked, we may as well pick economic and not flesh it out because we may get the event. Like improved capital for money or manpower, neither of which I want to spend, but the 5 prestige could well help. Jeez. I don't feel all that confident right now, but what you gonna do? I also don't want to spend this ahead of time, when I could wait for the turn of the year. But all that waiting could make Portugal attack down south and drag in Castile. Damn it. Oh, damn it. Castile is just a little bit busy now. Not too busy to help out, though. Not sure to what extent they will help out, but at least they're only at war with Castile. Oh, Aragon's troops are there as well. That doth not bode well. That really doesn't bode well for me. And a bit more. Well, they very recently got Tech 5, so I don't think I have to worry about them getting Tech 6 anytime soon. You still have plenty of troops on the mainland to deal with Portugal, but you could have more. And we have 5% discipline. I mean, frankly, we'll destroy them. Well, why not? Could go very badly, but that's all part of the fun, right? There's no point ruling a general until we're at war. Morale's as high as it goes. But the thing is, I'm not sure if I want to go on the offensive or not. Trouble is, Lothian have all these river crossing penalties. So it's not like I can charge in on the English. And scorching the earth just ain't what it used to be. Do I go on the defensive or not? Ah, let's just do it. Should make it the conquest of Cumbria, though. Help me out, Castile, my brethren. Yeah, why not? See what happens. Get the stability, get a huge amount of everything else. Aragon, Castile, and Naples joined in. But I need Castile to make a move there. It would be helpful. And protect against England have more than their 39 units. Alternatively, I could take Meath. The thing is, I would quite like Meath. May as well take it. And now what? Now what indeed? Well, I would quite like you to privateer the English Channel, but go home at war. Probably, yeah, they patched that, didn't they? And let's see what kind of general we can get. Not bad. 4 shock. Trouble is, the English also have 4 shock. And there's nothing really defensive about where we are here. It's only the highlands up north that offer much in the way of defence. And we have no manoeuvre now, so we'd take a river crossing coming in here.